Sup nerds, back with another video. I have the tier 2 locals level Machina combo deck. Um, got the cards that I needed in. Right now, still figuring out exactly what combo I want to focus on for what's best for the meta. But right now, I think this is a good starting point to see where the deck goes. So, because I think I have a somewhat decent idea, at least for what I want to do. So, this is version 1, and definitely going to be more versions of this because I would like for this deck to be good because it's really fun. It's 40 cards exact. Uh, it's just time to see if it works out or not. All right, so Machina Tier 2. Hooah. So, this is the main card of the deck. The reason I made it, the reason I wanted to make it, Deskbot. So basically, when 2 or more machines are summoned at the same time, you can special him. He's a level 1 tuner. The ideal combo being you use this to get this guy's out from the graveyard. Next up, 3 card poopers. Because I don't know if you saw the last video, but this deck plays machine duplication. So 3 guys to target for machine dupe. If I hit card trooper, it's fucking game over. Harvester is game over. Deskbot isn't as good. Maybe I'll put in a 1-for-1 in this deck. Not sure yet. Oh wait, I just realized I have 2 proxies. I'm sorry. So this Infinitrack Harvester, when it's normal or specialed, can add Infinitrack monster from your deck to your hand. So I'm playing triple of the Tunneler. So basically, this guy's a Pot of Avarice. You can banish him from the graveyard to literally Avarice. Return 5, draw 2. So it's nice, but really it's just there so you don't minus, free cards to discard, free cards to, use for advantage. So that's it for the machine dupe stuff. For the Machinas, 3 Citadel, 3 Fortress, and then 2 Megaform. So I was using the airplane, but I think the airplane's kind of trash now. And after really thinking about the situations it can be used in, probably in the side deck. But basically, Citadel, whenever something is destroyed on board, he can special summon himself. He's huge. Pretty good card. Megaform is not as huge, but pretty big. And you can special it by banishing a fortress, which is why we run 3 Fortress. And then Fortress, you can discard him and a machine to, special him. So, good all around, just good cards. For the spells in this deck are insanely broken. This is why I wanted to play it. So, Machina, this one's not really so broken. Iron Call is pretty good. Reborn and Foolish. So, basically, Urgent Schedule is a fucking $30 card. And I was like, I need to make this card good. So, it's kind of cool because it summons 2 machines, different levels. If you go a small guy, so this Harvester, his effect is he can make both monsters on board the level of their levels combined. So, for example, if you do a Fortress and this off of schedule, then you could make a Calamities. Dude, this deck, I hope this deck is good because in theory, this deck is kind of hilarious. Machine dupe, obviously, the fucking machine dupe targets we went over. Iron Call, it doesn't say activate 1 Iron Call per turn. There's nothing about any other limits except for its effects are negated, but you can use it multiple times per turn. Monster Reborn, just because, fuck it, why not? Machine Redeployment, it lets you discard a card to get Machina guys to your hand. Basically, it gets Fortress and Citadel. Megaform is something you'd want to mill, I guess. And then for the traps, so this is where you can, take it however you want to take it, right? Obviously, there are better cards you could be playing, but this is a tier 2 deck, and I wanted to keep it with as many of like the cards from the structure deck as possible. And I actually think this card's pretty good. So Machina Overdrive, basically you can return a banished machine from the return banished machine. Target one machine monster you control. Special summon one Machina monster. No, that's not what I want. Here you go. You can banish this card from the graveyard. Target 3 of your machine monsters that are banished and or in your graveyard. Shuffle them into your deck and draw 1 card. So it's nice because it can avarice banished guys. That's why I like it. There's an effect in the beginning of it. I really don't care. It's literally just for the milling part. What does the effect in the beginning do? Target 1, special summon 1 Machina monster with a different name for your hand and or deck. Destroy the targeted monster. You can banish this card. Oh, that's kind of cool, I guess, the actual effect, but I really more just play it for the banish, because if you lose some of like the fortresses, it really sucks, and it's nice to put them back and recycle a little bit, because like I said, if you get Card Trooper Machine Dupe, it's fucking game over. I mean, it's literally game over. And then the last card, 3 Breakthrough Skill, because basically I wanted to play stuff that if it was milled would work, which is why I played that, why I'm playing this. I mean, you can play in perms, you could play... honestly, I think this deck is pretty good going second, so if you wanted to play Dark Ruler no more, that's pretty good as well, I think. Extra deck stuff that it abuses, I like that it can go Nap Beast. Like I said, Auroradon, it's just stupid plays. I don't have all of these. All right, so let me do this one first. Gigant, obviously, a Rhoda, which is nice. And then I really like all of these cards as well as this. So this ship, if it destroys something by battle, it can get any of these in main phase 2. So hypothetically, you could, if you beat something over at the end, you can get this guy and then burn your opponent for 2,000, which is kind of hilarious. This guy's a Heavy Storm. What is this guy? Untargetable, right? Yeah, it makes a guy untargetable. They're all fucking huge, and I like that you can make them in the deck with Citadel, and also if you get the right monsters with Harvester as well. And these big guys, and then I think the Infinity Track stuff is actually not bad. So this Infinity Track link can give any of your guys, it's like Masquerena, it gives them a Masquerena effect, and it's nice because you only need 1 link. So if you wanted to get a Infinity Track guy in the graveyard, it's easy to get him into the graveyard, easy to get a link on board. These guys, I'd say that you make the 7 more often, but this guy's the beefier one, the 5. But I like the 7 more a little bit. So if this card's in your graveyard, you contribute 1 Machine Link monster, special summon this card in defense position. So pretty broken. It's got 3100 ass if you ever need something. And then this guy, he's special in defense, but he's got 500 defense, so it's obviously not as good. But that's it, really. I mean, I'm still obviously working out that there's a bunch of other extra deck cards that are not in here. Obviously, this is not the extra deck completed. I mean, like I said, really what makes it the extra deck really fun and what makes this deck pretty kind of really hilarious is Harvester, because Harvester lets you make so many crazy X seeds that you wouldn't think you'd be able to. But I mean, I like this deck. It can do a lot of fucking silly stuff with Deskbot. I actually do not know right now if Dracosac tokens are Earth, because if Dracosac tokens are Earth, it'd be kind of fucking hilarious to make a Dracosac and special this guy off Dracosac, and then do shenanigans off that. So I think, honestly, the only other card I would add, which is not in here because it's in my Adamantium deck, would maybe be O-Lion, maybe, because you can obviously make Halifabrax very easily. So that's it. This is the deck. I love it. I think it's pretty fun. I think it's a solid tier 2 deck, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And that's it. Like, comment, subscribe.